Ladies and gentlemen, let me greet and inform you are all in for a treat. Let's not waste time, and without further ado, let's go to a debate you may have seen on YouTube. At the Salam Muslim Institute, debating is the job, and let us now watch one between David Wood and Muhammad Hijab. David Wood is preparing his time, while Muhammad Hijab has something else in mind. We are about to see the type of behavior we can expect from a man whose God is the greatest deceiver. For in his debate we will see what is typical. Muhammad Hijab is dishonest and entirely hypocritical.
Not only do you not know Arabic, but you don't know Hebrew, and you're making a big mistake by trying to interpret the biblical text in this way.
You're always this stupid? Did you take lessons?
True, David Wood may not know Hebrew, but pretty soon we will see, neither do you.
The word Elijah in the Hebrew language means God is with us.
100,000 sperm and you were the fastest.
That is truly a wrong thing to say, as Elijah means, my God is Yahweh. Although this error may be good for a yuck, it is the last room we will hear from this dumb fuck.
Two words for spirits in the Hebrew language, ruh, which is the same as the Arabic, and ruach.
You are the kind of club-toting, raw meat-eating, me Tarzan, you Janin, big bald bubblehead that can only count to 10 if he's barefoot or wearing sandals.
There is only one word for spirit in Hebrew, which is ruach, so he is not right one bit. Although I am sad to say, he will keep spouting shit.
We look at the Old Testament, we find the Shema, chapter 6, verse 4. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, my Lord, our Lord is one Lord.
You're short on ears and long on mouth.
That is simply absurd, as at the end he substituted Yahweh for another word. And true, it may seem disheartened, but he will continue to show he is in fact retarded.
But the word Elohim, and this is the weakness of the argument, it's a weak linguistic argument. The word Elohim is a majestic plural, they would argue. Look, there are 9,000 pronouns in the Bible which relate to God's name. Let's take, for example, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Bereshit, Bereshit, Bara, Elohim. The word bara means he created. Whenever you find a pronoun in the Old Testament referring to Elohim, you will always find it in third person male singular. One more time. Third person male singular. You don't find a plural version of that. You don't find a pronoun which is plural.
You are literally too stupid to insult.
That is simply absurd, as bara in Hebrew is in fact a verb. Sadly, it has to be said, we have not heard the last from this shithead. For our own sanity, let's take a break and listen to what is said by this Muslim sheikh.
And Allah's messenger cleared his throat of some secretion, some of his companions would take it on the palm of their hands and rub it on their face and skin.
That, in fact, is a bust, as I can think of a better word than love, disgust. David Wood points out how his followers seem to treat Muhammad like a deity, and he does it with a miraculous calm, as we shall now see.
Deifies Muhammad. When Muhammad would spit, his companions would rush to collect the spit and they would rub it on their faces. They would struggle to save his used ablution water. If a hair fell off his head, they would rush to grab it. After the Battle of Uhud, Muhammad's companions, a man named Malik, collected the blood that ran from Muhammad's wound and drank it. Muhammad said, "The fire will never touch you." This isn't how you treat someone you regard as a mere human being.
Right as always, this David Wood guy. Now let's go back to Muhammad, who again will lie.
that the Prophet, they played, they tried to get his hair and the spit and these things. Okay, well, if you think spitting on someone makes you a god, well, that's what it implies, then I wonder why you look at every other verse of the Bible as implying that Jesus was God, because for you, a spit, that's making me a god now. I mean, don't embarrass yourself in front of...
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Muhammad Hijab's lying certainly is a sin, but even worse, he just attacked a straw man. David Wood never said someone was a god just because they spit, but as you can see, the crowd cheered for this dumb shit. Calm down and control your fury. We are in fact done with our story. This Muhammad Hijab is either a con or he as stupid as the 9-year-old his prophet climbed on. For if mockery is what he detests, he had better go hide, for he is now at the mercy of the horrifically horrible Mr. You thought David Wood was bad with mocking Muslims? Wait till you get a load of me. I'll get you, Muhammad Hijab. I'll get you and your little prophet too.